Hey everybody, this is Todd Tank with SeaCoast Homes, and welcome to another episode of Tank Talk. Today we're going to be talking about the framing. As you've seen in the previous episodes, we've done the footings and the rebar, we've done concrete pours, we've done underground plumbing, we've done a ton for the prep work, but now what we're going to do is we're going to show you what's happening with the framing. So I'm thrilled to bring you this episode today, because today we're going to get into the framing and we're going to see what looks like a real house. First thing that they do is they start putting together the walls. Now they'll lay this out on the concrete, snapping lines for where all the walls go, all those locations, mark door openings, and then they start tipping up the walls. Now that's exciting because we're finally starting to see something go vertical. What they'll do is they'll frame the walls out, the window openings are already predetermined, the heights of the window openings, all that stuff is predetermined on the blueprints. The headers that we use, which is the structural member that goes over the window, the number of jack studs and king studs, and we'll kind of go over all that stuff a little bit, but all that stuff is predetermined by the engineering. Once the walls start going up, then what they'll do is they'll straighten everything out, make sure it's plumb, level. They use string lines and they'll put braces all over the place. So this is going to be a mad mess of spaghetti of 2x4s to crawl through to actually get through, because all these walls need to be straight. And they need to be straight for the next part of this. And the next part is we're going to start flying in some floor trusses. Now when I say fly in, I mean fly in. We're going to have a big crane on site, and that crane is going to pick these trusses up and put them in place. Now the trusses are all very specific as well. Working with the engineer, the truss company is going to design these trusses based on height and span and all these things that are going to be super important to make sure that we don't end up with sag or movement, or for instance if we've got load points. Those are structural loads that transfer maybe from the roof all the way down to the foundation. We've got to make sure that we've got structural beams in place and so on. On this particular job, we're going to be using what are called box trusses. Now these are tall box trusses. They're going to be about 16 inches tall. What that does is that allows us to have space to run mechanicals, which would be your plumbing, your heating and cooling, basically the skeleton for running all of our mechanicals in this particular project. So the floor trusses get flown in, and that's an exciting time because now we're actually looking at a floor system that we can get up on top of and start viewing around the beautiful scenery here at Walden Pond. Once the floor trusses are set, we're going to put down a subfloor adhesive, and we've partnered up with Huber, who is the company that's doing our zip system, and we're putting down Advantech plywood on the floor system. Now, I've been in this business a long time. I've been doing this for about 40 years, and there's never been a product that's as good as the Advantech, because you can literally leave it out exposed to the weather for weeks and it's not going to delaminate, it's not going to cause any problems. Maybe if you've seen back in the 80s, we always wanted to use regular plywood. That plywood would always delaminate and we'd end up changing sheets out before the job was done. We don't have that problem with Advantech. It's a solid product. Then we kind of lather, rinse, repeat, right? We do the same thing. We build the new walls for the second floor. They get braced up and all the same properties and engineering applies. And then once those walls are up, now what we're looking at is we're looking at roof trusses. Now this is really cool because these things are big. They span from front to back. Normally all your bearing is on the outside walls, but when they fly in, that's an ordeal, because you've got these 40-foot long trusses that are 10 feet tall, flying over the skies, and they set them all in a very particular way, and that's exciting. Then we get to start on our roof ply, and once again we're using zip system for that. It's just a fantastic product, and we don't have to worry about if it rains during the course of the project and that plywood's being damaged. So we've talked about the foundation, we've talked about the walls on the first floor, the floor trusses, we talked about the second floor walls and the roof trusses. We've talked about the plywood that goes on the roof, and now I'm so excited to show you all those bits and pieces, piles of lumber, that's going to get us this. So we're so excited to bring you through this. We've got all kinds of stuff going on, but this is what the structure looks like. We actually have the windows installed, so there's a lot happening on this job site. I can't express to you how exciting this is for us. We've got the rooms to walk through. We've got all this stuff that we can do to really get a sense of the space that what we have. And honestly, it far surpasses anything that we had imagined. So this is far better than what we were hoping for, and I can't wait to share that with you. What I want you to do is click the link in the comments to register into the grand prize drawing to win a weekend at Bald Head Island. We're gonna wine you, we're gonna dine you, we're gonna follow you down the Nancy River here to the dock, and you're gonna cut the ribbon and let all of our trades, our subcontractors, our vendors, our family, our friends, and this is gonna be a big party in this house, and we want you to come and join us. If you missed any of those previous episodes, just go back, search through all the previous, and don't forget like and subscribe, and we'll just keep you up to date as to what's going on with this project. So this is Todd Tank with SeaCoast Homes. We thank you for joining us out here at Walden Pond, and we'll see you on the next episode of Tank Talk.